Hey guys, do nail salons thin out their shellac so that it peels off within 3 days? I'm like literally livid. I don't want to pay to get my nails done every goddamn week. This peeled off in 3 days, and now my nails look ugly. I have to get them redone, and I hate getting my nails. This is such a first world problem. I need to shut up. In other news, also a first world problem. I'm in line to get the Yayoi Kasuma tickets, infinity mirrors tickets. I was literally waiting for the countdown at 9:30, and then as soon as it hit 10 o'clock and the pre-sale opened, I was 6,000th in line. What? No. Now I've been in line for 2 hours and I'm at 4,300. Anyway. Okay, so today I wanted to do, because Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and I wanted to do a video that was like really different than what you would normally see on Valentine's Day. I feel like a lot of people put up stuff on like relationships or their boyfriend tags or, you know, talking about relationships, and I wanted to talk to you about how to be happy when you're single. Because not everyone is in a relationship, and that's totally chill. If you are new here, I'm Allegra, nice to meet you. But I was single. I've had boyfriends, you know, I've had a few boyfriends, but I was single from 2014 to 2017. 2014, 2015, 2015, 2014 to 2017, I was single. And I think the society really, you know, plays up relationships, and everyone feels like you should be in a relationship. But let me tell you, and I have a boyfriend now, and I think he's great and I love him, but those 3 years of my life that I was single were the best years of my life, because I learned so much about myself and I built such a great relationship with myself. And I always recommend people to not jump from man to man or boyfriend to boyfriend or girlfriend to girlfriend, and really take some time to kind of grow with yourself. So I want to help you maybe get on that process. Maybe you'll learn something. If you have any suggestions, you can leave them in the comments. But let's just start. Okay, so number one is start building a relationship with yourself. At this time in your life, it's time to put you first and really put you in center stage and take care of yourself. Something I always tell people is you need to feel whole all by yourself, and no one else should complete you. You should complete yourself. And I think maybe a long time ago, you know, people were like, oh, I felt incomplete until, you know, I met this person. But you need to feel complete all by yourself, because what are you going to bring to the table if you feel empty? Do you know what I mean? Way to feel whole by yourself is to explore your personality, ask yourself questions, actually take time to reflect, which I feel like a lot of people don't do. You know, take time to sit by yourself and basically talk to yourself in your head or out loud. But talk to yourself, ask yourself questions. What do you want? What are your desires? Who are you? What makes you happy? What makes you sad? Like, just basic questions that I feel like a lot of people don't take the time to actually ask themselves or reflect. A great other way to do this is write down, make a journal, write down your feelings and thoughts of the day, and then take the time to reflect on those maybe every week or something. Number four is what I really started doing was learn to meditate. Meditating really helps you become whole, and I did have a whole video on meditation and how it helped me, but I really attribute a lot of my finding myself and growing as a human to meditation. And number two. So my number two is I really think it's weird when people say the end of a relationship is a failure. Like, it blows my mind. The end of a relationship isn't a failure. The end of a relationship is just life. It's just what happens. It's just didn't work out. It's all good. It's not, I just can't understand people are like, oh, such a failure that I didn't work out. Well, it was meant to not work out. And we have to move on from that. You just gotta let go of the past. What will be, and focus on today. Feel what you need to feel and let it go. Don't stop yourself from going through the motions, especially after a breakup. Feel it out, but you have to let it go and really move forward and stop dwelling on the past. But I just wanna put into your head that the end of a relationship is not a failure. Number three, the most fun part, appreciate your freedom. This is a great time where it's just you and you just get to take care of yourself. Do whatever you want. Do things that you wanted to do but, you know, never had the time, or always put aside. Do anything and everything that you want to do, because right now you're so free and you have no one to call to. Is that the right word? Number 4, and this is gonna be a hard one for people. Do things alone. I love to be alone, but I understand that some people don't love to be alone. But what I can stress is try to do things alone. Go to the movies, by yourself. No one's gonna judge you. No one cares. Go and enjoy a movie if you wanna go to a movie. Go shopping. Go shopping by yourself. I love shopping by myself, it's the best. Go out for dinner. Probably the hardest one that a lot of people don't do. Go out for a meal or lunch. Go for a meal by yourself. Bring a book, you know, bring a newspaper, or just sit, eat your food, but do that by yourself. Life-changing. There is such a beauty in being able to do things by yourself. It's just such a liberating feeling that you don't have to rely on other people to do anything. I remember when I was single, when I first started going out, if a lot of my girlfriends weren't at a pre-drink or something, and it was just guy friends, I, at the beginning, didn't want to go. I didn't want to show up to the pre-drink alone. And in the end, I was like, okay, you got to cut this out. If you want to go out tonight and you want to hang out with your friends and your girlfriends don't want to come with you, that's fine. And in the end, I ended up going to the pre-drinks alone. And that to me was a huge accomplishment, because it was now I feel totally comfortable going wherever alone. But like, that was a really big accomplishment for me because I didn't feel comfortable before. And then number 5 is also spend time with friends and family. Spend time with people who bring you joy and laughter and do fun things, and really build relationships with your friends that maybe you kind of didn't nurture when you were in a relationship, or that you haven't been nurturing. Spend time with those friends, spend time with those family. I spent so much time with all of my friends when I was single, and not saying I don't now, but I really had so much time because it was just me and I didn't have to, like, you know, build a relationship. I really got to like nurture and build my relationships with my friends, and I think that I really grew long-lasting life relationships during the time that I was single. Number 6 is flirt and date. The most fun. When you go out, flirt with guys or flirt with girls, or just have a fun time. Don't hold yourself back. Go on first dates. I was such a yes man when one summer I was single, and I basically said yes to every first date, and I had some good ones and I had some bad ones, and I just had a fun time. Like, that's what I was looking for. I was just looking for this fun time where I could meet new people and go for drinks and go for dinner and do fun things. And it felt very like free to just be able to, and even if I felt like I didn't really want to go or I was too nervous, I would usually say yes and just do it. It's a life experience, and how can you say no to a life experience? And then at number 8, take all of the things that you learned while you were single and bring them into your next relationship. Be yourself and be your own independent human, even when you're in a relationship. You should never feel like you need someone, or without someone you wouldn't be able to go on. You want this person, you want them in your life, but you don't need them in your life to survive. And I think that's a really important thing to remember. I can really appreciate this. I remember Joey and I had this conversation pretty early on in our relationship. And I've known him for 5 years. We were friends, we dated, and then we didn't, and whatever, and now we're in a relationship. But what I told him, I'm like, what I find so liberating is I love you and I want to be with you, but I know I don't need you. And if we were to break up, or if, you know, something happened, whatever, I would be sad for sure, and I'd be devastated and I'd miss him. But I know that I have a happy and fulfilled life, and I know what it's like to have a happy and fulfilled life without him. So it feels very comforting. I know that seems kind of weird to some people, but it is very comforting to me to know that I'm my own independent person. I'm very fulfilled, and without him, I'm also fulfilled. And he feels the same. We had this conversation. He feels the exact same. He knows that he could have a happy, fulfilled life. And if we did break up, we'd both be devastated, and it'd be really a sad time. But we know what it's like to live without each other, and that we can be our own independent humans. I really appreciate that in a relationship, because no one wants to be dependent on someone else, and dependency is never attractive. So yeah, that's it for my little how to be happy single video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wanted to bring a little, you know, twist to Valentine's Day, because I know, you know, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and some people have a hard time with Valentine's Day when they're not in a relationship, but I spent 3 Valentine's days, 2014, 2015, 2016. What's wrong with me? I spent 3 Valentine's days alone, and I had a great time. I went out with my girlfriends one time or twice. We went out, one time we went out to like a bar, one time we went out for dinner, and then the last time I think I hung out with Sharon and we ate pizza. Don't worry, it's just a day. You should see it positively. Like, I used to be cynical and be like, I hate Valentine's Day, what a Hallmark holiday. But you know, in my adult life, when I would walk on the streets during Valentine's Day and see people just happy and filled with love and buying flowers for people, it was just so sweet. So it's just a day full of love, and that can be love for anyone. You can be love for your dog if you want. And that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Peace and love. Love you all. Bye.